to Lee Valley Leisure Complex.
It is a very good morning as we kickstart again
Chase side
campaign for the quest to the inalienable right to the Yoruba nation and the right to self-determination. My name is Koikimedia. Mokiwa pe ekaro káàbọ̀ sórí ètò náà.
W8 to Lee Valley Leisure
àwọn èèyàn wa
Complex.
káàkiri gbogbo ibi tí ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń wò wá, gbogbo ibi tí a ti ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ tàti fi ń bára wa sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Lára àwọn ìdí pàtàkì tí a ṣe ń sọ pé a fẹ́ òmìnira ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kí Elédùmarè kó jẹ́ kó tètè ṣeé ṣe fún wa. Mo kí wa pé a kú Jímọ̀ Olóyin again. A máa bá wa láyé àfiwásáyé lọ ni. Good morning once again and welcome to the live transmission. As we say all the time, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó máa bá wa ṣe. If anybody is thinking that somebody is coming to help us, nobody's going to help us. We just have to help ourselves. And this is the reason why we, the campaigners of the Yoruba nation, are saying that our best bet ó ní pé kí a kúrò nínú ìyẹn tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, a tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò wa, ètò lóyún tí a máa fi ń dára wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lára gbogbo ìdí pàtàkì tí ìran Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ fi kúrò nínú contraction tó ń pè Nàìjíríà, tí kò ní value system, tí kò ṣiṣẹ́, tó jẹ́ pé ó ti bà ayé ara ẹ̀ jẹ́, tí kò ń ṣe tiwa. Ìlú tó ti hold bondage wa sẹ́yìn, tí kò jẹ́ ká rí iwájú àtọ̀nkan lọ mọ́. Lára tí a ṣe ń sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa pé kò tí late, ẹ jẹ́ ká bọ́lẹ̀ kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Mo kí bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè, the Oracle of Yoruba land. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí bàbá wa Bánjí Ayélóge. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ YSDL tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùdarí Yorùbá self-determination. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí bàbá wa olóyè Dr. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho. Mo kí Central Office. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́tún lósì ní gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kankan títí dé Global Directorate. Mo kí Ìgbòhódé, mo kí Àgbẹ̀ Akọni obìnrin, mo kí Ajagun, mo kí Kọmíṣọ́lá kò gbọdọ̀ kú, mo kí Ìjáyà. Èmi náà ni àbúrò yìí tí ó máa ń mú ètò wá láti fi dá wa ní ọkàn pé ká kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tí ẹ ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní àárọ̀ yìí. Mo kí ẹja Kolúṣọlá ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, mo kí àwa Ọlá Odus, mo kí Grandma Kọ́lá Jímọ̀ ẹ̀ní fáwa Mùsùlùmí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí YouTube àti Instagram àti gbogbo platform tí olúkálùkù yín ti ń láǹfààní àti máa wò mí. Bí a bá wo èní a máa jẹ́ ọjọ́ Friday, the 21st of July 2023. Aago 8:30 àbọ̀, 8:30 a.m. Lolu. And as you can see, the traffic is already busy. Maze Gold, good morning, and the rest of you that have joined. As you can tell, time waits for nobody. And this is the reason why we, the campaigners of the right to self-determination, are saying, let's get the hell out before it is too late. In tó ń dá ìran Yorùbá dúró òun ní Nàìjíríà táwà nínú ẹ̀. Mo kí bàbá wa Bámbọ̀ Òkèowó Adéníyì Adéjùpé o. Mr. Ọlá Àjàlá, mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Libya. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí ẹ̀yin ti gbogbo ìlú Áfíríkà tí olúkálùkù yín ń bẹ. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ ní Europe. Mo dẹ̀ kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ ní Nàìjíríà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Láti gbogbo state kọ̀ọ̀kan ni mo ti fi ọba Elédùmarè mo fi kí yín. Ìgbìyànjú wa kò ní já sásán. Àwọn tá à ń ṣe lọ́kàn náà, àwọn tí ó wà nílé, a kàn fi tó wọn létí náà ni pé àjọṣepapọ̀ wa àti Nàìjíríà ó ti overdue for too long. But it's just unfortunate that so many Nigerians tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá expectation wọn Gani Olóyèdè mo kí Comrade Plan B Aláò Bàbá Akin Games, mo kí ní ìlú Ìbàdàn, mo máa ń kí ní Èkìtì, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ń kí ní Ondo State. The road is very quiet because today is almost the last day of the week, and èní ní gbogbo àwọn ọmọ school ní ibi tá à ń pè ní England. Tó bá ń sọ fún ẹ mo kí Abíọ́dún Lexi, tó bá ń sọ pé UK wàá máa bèrè pé apá bo lẹ́ni yẹn wà, ṣé England ló wà ní àbí Wales. Mo kí àwọn ọmọ Biafra, all hail Biafra, and we pray for Nnamdi Kanu pé kí Elédùmarè kó bá wa tú sílẹ̀ láìpẹ́. Yẹmí Fátókẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi mo kí yín. As I always say, there is no difference between those that are campaigners of the Biafra movement and the Yorubas as well, because it will be in the best interest of every single one of us to have a separate sovereignty, just as we had it before the fraudulent amalgamation. Ìwọ náà wo ìlú òyìnbó, wo àwọn ọmọ òyìnbó, look at those children, look at the adults, look at everyone and ask yourself, this is a country that joined people that do not speak the same language, people that do not have the same identity, and they expect us to live side by side. That is one of the reasons why there is conflict among the 250 ethnic groups merged together. Akinola Razak Moki, K Money Ajayi Moki, Moki Oyebade Oluwafemi Moki. As I always say, our quest for the right to self-determination must be respected by the government and likewise by the international community, most importantly the United Nations. The world is not big enough to contain multiple nations coming out of Nigeria. I was talking about the SDG goal some few days ago, and I picked up that the United Kingdom is going to be supporting another SDG goal in Nigeria. It's called waste of time. There's no amount of NGOs or charity organization that is set up in Nigeria, thank you so much Mr. Razak, that can solve the problems being faced by so many of our people in what is known as Nigeria. Even if they set up 1 million different NGOs, it is not going to solve any problem. Mokimomi wa Deborah, Oluwa Loni, what God can do does not exist. Mokeyi Musulumi pe assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mo kí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, títí dé Kogi, títí dé Ogun State, títí dé Ọ̀ṣun àti Ọ̀yọ́, lọ sí Lagos State. Mo kí gbogbo ọba ilẹ̀ aládé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, Comrade Ṣẹ́gun Ọ̀nà mo kí yín, Ìjáyà. Mo kí gbogbo àwa true campaigners that believe under the leadership of Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba Self-Determination Group, that gave us a 35-page manual and told us that campaigning for the Yoruba nation is not a crime under any international law. It is our inalienable right, and that right will be respected by the international community, and most importantly, the United Kingdom. Okay, in Manchester, from wherever you're joining us on this live transmission, as I always say, we should never be worried or scared that what we are doing at this particular time is against international law. What we are doing is allowed, and it can only be the only way that the indigenous people will be able to be free. Moki Aziz in Miami, Moki GR1, the solution, all the groups across, from Dr. Aliu to all the campaigners of the right to self-determination. Our right must be respected, and the right of the Biafra likewise must be respected. The Arewa must be respected. Fulani don't attack Nigeria. We want to have a nation of our own, just like many other countries around the world are all identified as a nation due to their language, due to their culture. But the question is, Nigeria was never a country. Mr. Ola Kiyemi, good morning. Moki Bishop Adeshina. Moki Beni Alimosha local government. Moki Babawa Ibrahim. Like I always say, there's no difference. But I am more respected as a person, regardless of my color, regardless of my background, as against Ìtẹ̀wà Ìlọrin tí àwọn Muslim sọ fún yín pé ẹ lè practice ìṣẹ̀ṣe àbí ẹ̀sìn Kristẹni. The Yorubas are never known to be people that does not respect religion. But we now have those, you can see, that is a future that we are asking you to think of. But most of you refuse to talk. Today, 20 years, nothing is going to change. Should we remain in Nigeria in another 60 years? Nothing is going to change. Mokente Wales, Mokente Hall, Mokente Milton Keynes, Mokente different part of the globe, from Canada, Mokente Australia. Ola and Obi Moki Koikimedia team that are working back to back to enlighten and educate us on all the reasons why we need to go. Moki Egbomi Jimmy Adewale Adesoji Moki prophet, Moki bishop. Like I always say, religion is not the reason why we are asking for the right to self-determination. It's just a matter of time. Because we are not going to give up. We are not going to be tired, and we will not be frustrated. We will just continue what and how. Those of you at home will eventually understand that the system that you're expecting to work, that the new government wants to put in place, is not going to work, because the 1999 Constitution is so biased. It favors the northern part of Nigeria as against the rest of the country. Maybe you don't know that. The north part of Nigeria that was established by the British government to favor them continue to tell us that they are the biggest in numbers, but that is a lie, because evidence pointed out that the British government during the 1914 and towards the independence of Nigeria made the north to have more numbers. And today, the northern part of Nigeria continue to tell us that they are the biggest when it comes to, Moki, Momiwa Taibas, Alaba, Moki, Mr. Biodu Marcos, Moki and Beni Lutoki now, Moki and Beni Cyprus, Moki Bubi Teoluka Lukuwa ni Cairo, ni Oman, ni Baghdad, Moki and Beni United Arab Emirates, Moki and Beni Malaysia, Indonesia, wherever we are around the world, We are never going to be respected by our representatives when it comes to Nigeria. Nigeria embassy does not respect those of us in UK. Why would they respect those of you in Libya? Why would they even give a toss about those of you in other part of the globe? TUK for many respect from the Nigerian High Commission here. What makes you think that they will respect you across? Moki Zanu Williams Oluwatosin, aka mass burial for all the bad leaders in Yoruba land. We put them under the mass burial. Must be Moki. Moki, our Yoruba home-based media and the Yoruba world media. Let us remember that this time last year, we were all crying after Babawa Oloye was stopped in Benin Republic. In Ilopejo Keji, the Banika factor 2 years ago, when everybody was like, Kilo to Shelle. But we pray that Eledumare, Oshibawa, Roti Babawa, Oloye, Dr. Sunday Igboho, Mokiyawa, Taiwo Kike, Moki Bugbentembe ní Qatar. Gbogbo bí tó lúkálùkù wa ti ń ṣe ayé presently. Let us think about the future, whether we like it or not. 200 years from now, every one of us will be gone. And the rest of what will be left will be whatever we are doing today. And like I always say, whether we stay in UK, whether we live abroad, we are only going to be here for a short period of time. Ǹjẹ́ mọ́ Yorùbá tó ti kú sí London, tó ti kú sí England, ní Scotland, tó ti bury sí gbogbo àwọn cemetery káàkiri, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn tí àbá tètè gba Yorùbá nation, orísun yẹn ti sọnù pátápátá nìyẹn. And this is our own concern. Mo kí bàbá wa Monsuru Abionu Badmus, mo kí ìyá mi Ọlá Olúmádé Bọ́láńlé, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ yín, bàbá wa Délé Bísí mo mà kí yín, Gani Olóyèdé ní our future matter most, Yoruba nation must come to stay, and that is the future. There is no future in Nigeria. Bó bá wọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ti sí kó gbìyànjú títí, when another government comes, they will run their affairs the way they want it. Mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Only something appeared this morning in our place. 7-year child still there in our place this morning. I don't get that. Only this morning something happened in our place. 7 years old child still barren. Okay, I don't know what that means. Anyway, whatever it is, there's too many problems in Yoruba land. All these that are fighting to become charity organizations, they cannot solve all these problems. The problem is just too big. The problem cannot be resolved because of the bias system that is being run under the fraudulent 1999 constitution. The constitution that does not favor anybody. Your politicians are getting 30 million naira every month. Kò tí sówó oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ṣorí bó ṣe dúró fún torí pé inalienable right ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé wá rí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó ń rí tán lọ yẹn? Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n plan future fún nìyẹn. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn plan future fún Moke must be lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí? Freedom come. Ìgbà tó fẹ́ dé ní gbogbo ọ̀tí mọ̀ à ń bẹ Elédùmarè pé kó má pẹ́ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ mọ́ ni. Where we will be respected across the globe as Yoruba people. Baba Monsuru ní Yoruba nation line bẹ́ẹ̀ ni taba ní ká fi Yoruba nation sílẹ̀. Rectify. I pity many Nigerians that are still thinking that even if Peter Obi gets there, which I don't see that happening, the worst case scenario is Bola Tinubu government or his lawyer Wale quoting that. Come on, name in Mofek Bianakiwa. Koikimedia on the according to Wale Olanipekun, the legal advisor for the APC under the leadership of Bola Tinubu, says, should Bola Tinubu be removed from the government at this particular stage, there will be anarchy in Nigeria. That is a quotation not from me, but that is a quotation from the legal representative of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Shetima cannot do anything. Bola Tinubu cannot do anything. He cannot fix the Nigeria because Nigeria is a Titanic. It has sunk. Good morning to those of you. Bread is sexy. Good morning. Adewale sọ pé agége bread kò ṣe jẹ mọ́ nílé nísìn. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí Koiki lèmi jẹ́. Yoruba nation will want. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni màmá mi Ọlá Olúmádé Bọ́láńlé tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin sisters wa ǹjẹ́ ẹ ronú pé women work up lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní ìṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó ń sọ pé bàbá these are the future that some of the Africans are enjoying in Europe. but they will tell you to focus on prayer on the other side of the globe. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn ti lọ sí school. You can see all the children. Today is the last day in school, according to the British timetable. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ń rí, your nephew, your cousins, they are all going to school, while you cannot afford, education, as Baba Olowo would have loved to have free education. Àwọn máa sọ fún wọn, ó gbọ́dọ̀ dúró ní, ó bìdá, ó gbọ́dọ̀ dúró ní. It is the respect. Wọ́n nítorí pé Mùsùlùmí ni sórí. This is what we are saying to those of you at home. Àwọn fún yín ní fúbù, àwọn ọmọ scholars yín, àwọn máa wá kàwé ní abroad. Mo kí bàbá wa Idris Abdulwahab, kò ń ṣe jẹ̀sìn lágbé dání, ẹ má mix it up. Sórí gbogbo lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi, both left and right, àwọn building tó ń wò yìí, church méjì ni, ìwọ náà ti gbọ́ tán ní All Saints Francis Church. Wọ́n ti church yẹn lókàlókù ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́, pastor gan ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ àbí kó ti lọ give a speech níbì kan. Mo wá tún kìlọ̀ fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, ẹ máa kọ́ fún yín ní fàbù. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni heaven works in our favour. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá wa Yẹmí Fámúyìwá Abíọ́dún Monday mo kí yín. A máa gbé tó ìwá sílẹ̀ in about a few minutes from now. As I always say, whenever I'm out there, I just want you to see how things are operating. London ló ń wò life yìí ní 21st. Aago mẹ́sàn-án ló ṣe fẹ́ lò. Má jẹ́ kó fún ẹ ní fàbù pé kò possible. Àwọn gbogbo títí yẹn bó ṣe tight. Obìnrin ni woman tó ń wa mọ́tò yìí, bọ́ọ̀sì yìí obìnrin ni. Woman tó ń drive yìí, bọ́ọ̀sì obìnrin ni. Bó ṣe wà yẹn, ó ní dignity, ó ní respect. Kò ní láti lọ bá ẹnì kankan sùn kó tó jẹun. Gbogbo mọ́tò tó ń rí lójú títì, ẹlòmíì rà off-hand, ẹlòmíì rà ní second hand, ó dẹ̀ lọ tún ṣe, as long as tó bá ti wà drivable according to the government and the DVLA. Ẹlòmíì gba tiẹ̀ ní máa san díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ìlú wa ń bì wọ́ pé níjọ́ wo ni gbogbo wa máa wá sá kúrò nílùú tá a máa wá jókòó sí abroad. Àwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ wà ní abroad tí wọ́n níwèé, tí ara ń ni wọ́n gan. Àwọn tó níwèé gan, ara ti ń ni wọ́n nítorí pé àti wálé ó ti di problem. Gbogbo wa ti wá di àgbàlagbà àti dògbó. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá ti ń lọ 25 years outside their own territory, before you know, a lot of things máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìjà máa wáyé láàárín family torí pé family tó wà nílé wọ́n expect pé kó ṣe so much fún wọn. Àwọn cousin wa kan tó ṣẹ̀ dé, wọ́n ti lò 3 months, kọ́nà bá fi wọ́n lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Èmi àti ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Mo ní nígbà tí yàn wà ní Nàìjíríà, a tún ní kó wá sí bíbáyìí, wọ́n tún dé bíbáyìí nísìnyí, kò tí ì sí fọkànbalẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n ní right láti ṣiṣẹ́, but there is a lot of pressure. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, sórí post office is one of the biggest employer when it comes to the public sector. Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ronú pé tí Yorùbá náà bá gba country tiwọn, gbogbo tá à ń sọ yìí ó máa wá sí ìmúṣẹ? But so many of you doesn't think in that direction. Mo fi lẹ́ẹ̀ná for now, mo kí ìyàwó Akẹ́mi Bello, mo kí ìyá mi Tèmítèmí, mo kí gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ wa. Ẹ máa rántí pé media is the most expensive area. Supporting all the time, like I always say. If you support, we will do more. But if you don't support, we will never do less. I will continue to fight for the right of my people. That is the only thing I can understand. Gbogbo àwọn ilé tó ń wò lókè yẹn, gbogbo àwọn ilé yẹn, ilé mẹ̀kúnnù ni. Àwọn big tall building tẹ́ ń rí yẹn, ilé mẹ̀kúnnù ni. Ara tí a ṣe ń sọ pé bàbá ti bọ́ kúrò nínú oko ẹrú, àlè tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí build. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin engineer tẹ́ lọ sí school tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ọ̀kadà, will stop all that nonsense and your life will be much better. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Ẹni tí bá dárúkọ, ẹ má fi ṣèbínú. Have a very good morning. Mo kí bàbá wa Táíwò, Rájí, Ọládipúpọ̀, Ayọ̀dèjì, mo kí yín. A tún máa sọ̀rọ̀ later. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ support, it is voluntary. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Have a very good morning and bye for now. King Chibuzo, all hail Biafra. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, London is very fun. No, it's very sunny. Ẹ̀rí òrùn lélẹ̀ náà, ìbòrùn lẹ́ rí. Oh, very, very sunny. You can see the sun. Òrùn tó ń yọ níbí náà ló ń lọ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo kí yín o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá mi bá ń bọ̀. Òkè owó. Sori wọ́n ní kó, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ, wọ́n ní kó dúró díẹ̀. A tún máa pàdé níbi lecture tàárọ̀ yìí. Lóòótọ́, àwa náà ń tiraka pé kó má sú wa, but kò dé sú wa náà ni. All hail Biafra, all hail Ambazonia, all hail the Scottish people, and that is how far I can go on this small short broadcast. Have a very good morning. Bye for now. Let me just bring my face in before I go, so that you don't know that I'm not a ghost, because some of you, you've been seeing ghosts all the time. Me, I'm not a ghoster. I'm not a ghost. I'll be a real person. So, I'm a real individual. So, shout out to everyone. Moki Olanipekun. I'm a padabo later for more conversation on the Yoruba Nation topic. Bye for now.